Before we start the core of this lecture, I want to show you two shortcuts that are very important. Remember the up and down arrows, okay? They will take you to the first frame of the next clip and to the first frame of the previous clip. But now we need to go to the last frame of a clip and to the first frame of the same clip. So you position your playhead on top of this clip. If you press apostrophe, you will go to its last frame. Pretty convenient, guys, and different from the up arrow. If you press semicolon, you will go to the first frame of this same clip where the playhead was positioned. So semicolon first, apostrophe last frame of the clip where the playhead was positioned. Now, how is this useful? Let me show you. Now, I want to see the last frame of this clip in the source monitor. How do I do that? Well, pretty easy. I press apostrophe. I am at the last frame of this clip, which can be seen in the monitor for the timeline. Now, if I double click, here you are at the out point, and it's pretty cool. Now, from here, if I use semicolon, I will go to the first frame, and if I double click, I have the first frame here is the in point. Of course, as soon as you have it in the source monitor, you can use Shift O for the last frame and Shift I for the first frame. Let's go to the last frame. I'm gonna keep it here. Now, you notice here the two clips are consecutive and they are somehow the same jump. Not the same video, not the same camera even, you can notice from the colors. But they are the same jump. So I want to link this jump to this jump. So obviously I want to simulate like the guy is over here, flipping, and it's this position. It's gonna be cool, you go from normal speed to slow motion. But now what I would like to do is to cut from the playhead to the beginning of this clip. Let's go to the menu and we go to trim. You have here trim start, trim end, and you have the ripple start to playhead and end to playhead. Notice the shortcut, Control Shift left bracket. On the Mac it will be Command Shift left bracket. And then notice the shortcut here is Shift left bracket. Depending on which mode you are in, they behave a bit differently. Let's test them. Let's start with the trim start. I am here in the selection mode, right guys? If I use Shift left bracket, it's gonna cut from the playhead to the beginning of the clip, but it's gonna just cut, it's just a lift. I am in the selection mode. But really here we want to do a ripple delete. We want to cut and remove, or if you like, an extract. So the shortcut to use, if you come to the trim here, is the ripple, is start to playhead, Control Shift left bracket. Let's try it. Control Shift left bracket. Here you are. You delete it from the playhead to the start of the clip, and you did a ripple, and all the tracks have rippled to the right. Of course, depending on your selection. That's pretty cool. Let's go now to the end. Where do we want this guy to stop? In fact, let's stop him just over here, okay? No, even before. So I'm gonna use the left right arrow. I want to cut from the playhead till the end. I am in the selection mode. So if you look at the trim here, you're gonna just lift. If you use the ripple, it's gonna ripple delete. Okay, let's do it. I will use the Shift first to show you. Here you are, it did a lift, and you have the gap. You might want to delete the gap and do other things. If I do Control Shift and right bracket, notice it has ripple deleted. It did the lift and the ripple, which is an extract here. Now you notice using the selection mode now, you have the option to just lift or ripple delete. Let's go to the trim mode, and I will undo both of them. Now in the trim mode, whatever you use is going to ripple. The trim mode is all about rippling. So if I use the command Shift left bracket is enough, it will ripple. Even if I use Control Shift left bracket, it will ripple. And then you come to where you want it to end. Let's say just over here. And then use Shift right bracket and you ripple again. So this is the technique, using the selection mode or the trim mode to be able to cut from playhead to start or end of a clip. Please keep it in mind, the shortcut is Shift left and right bracket or Command Shift left and right bracket depending on the mode you are using. I actually use these commands a lot. They are my favorite. Thank you for listening. I will see you in the next lecture.